Even if you turn on airplane mode, your carrier still knows exactly where you are. Let me show you how. Your phone is always communicating with nearby cell towers, even when idle, so carriers can approximate your location using these signal exchanges. Here's how it works. Signal strength or time delay from 3 or more towers is used to draw circles, and the overlap pinpoints your approximate location. In an ideal scenario, the GPS tracker's signal may be picked up by 3 or more cell towers, enabling the triangulation to work. From a mathematical standpoint, if you have the distance to a location from each of the 3 distinct points, you can compute the approximate location of that location in relation to the 3 reference points. At Tracky, since we have access to mapping of all cellular towers location worldwide, we know the locations of the cell towers which receive our GSM signal, and we can estimate the distance of the GPS tracker from each of the antenna towers based upon the lag time between when the tower sends a ping to Tracky GPS tracker and receives the answering ping back. This tech underlies emergency systems like 911, enabling responders to locate you even if your GPS is turned off. Government and law enforcement sometimes use devices called stingrays to mimic cell towers. These devices aren't new, but what they do is they force your phone to connect to that device instead of the tower. And this lets them track you precisely even without GPS or cell service. The Stingray is an IMSI catcher, a cellular phone surveillance device manufactured by Harris Corporation, initially developed for the military and intelligence community. The Stingray or similar Harris devices are in widespread use by local and state law enforcement agencies across Canada, the United States, and in the United Kingdom. Stingray has also become a generic name to describe these kinds of devices. This is some of the information that they'll get from using these devices. So like I said, it will force all nearby cell phones to connect to this device because it has a stronger signal than the nearest cell phone tower. And they're able to get your IMSI number, your ESN, cellular protocol metadata that can force an increase in signal transmission power, forcing an abundance of radio signals to be transmitted, or they can downgrade to an older, less secure communications protocol, allowing them to unencrypt stuff, interception of communications data or metadata, using received signal strength indicators to spatially locate the cellular device, conduct a denial of service attack, radio jamming, or other general denial of service purposes. And this is when it's operating in active mode. If you think that's wild, just wait till you hear some of the other ways these other devices are tracking you. Stay tuned for that. So follow me here on the Cyber Porch, where I explain cybersecurity and privacy tips for everyday people.